most of us anyway. It's very late afternoon for me, but I know it's early afternoon for some. And I wanted to say greetings. Paul, if you're out there, feel free to jump in and say hi.
Hey Brian, how you doing? Thanks for having me on your session today. I'm here to answer any questions I can after you get through your stuff.
yeah. So you got a tag team here, everybody. So again, don't be shy. Ask any questions you'd like and want answered. And let's make this fun. I appreciate it. Sunday afternoon for you, and we got a few questions already. So this is about Achieve. So we've had a promotion on in the last little while here. Getting 20% off lifetime ownership of Nissan Candle Scanner, it's software, but also of the My Candlecharts member site. And so we're going to run through a little bit of this. Again, questions relating to this, we'll answer that. Wendy's already typed in 3 good questions, and we're going to get to her questions as soon as we run through these tabs here, so stay with me. If I click on the one link there we go. Okay. Little strange, it is loading, but anyway, we can start off here and we can say Nissan Candle Scanner. It's powerful. I've been using it for years, and it's great. It not only highlights, but it also scans the market and tells me where I might have a hammer or a particular candle pattern that I'm interested in, and it does a heck of a lot more. Ninjatrader is amazing, and you don't need to have an account with them. Ninjatrader is actually free. And then it's the Nissan Candle Scanner. That's the part that, well, that's what we're taking care of on our side, because that's our software, our technology. So limited time subscription here for this price, right? Lifetime membership marked all the way down to $1,036 today. And let me just, if I scroll back up, oh yeah, the timer's gone off here, but only today. Today is the last day actually of the promotion. So we've dropped this by 20%. So instead of $1,300, we're down to just over $1,036. I say it's a great tool. I use it every day. I do all of my back testing on this. I trade on different platforms. I don't live in the USA. I'm not allowed to have an account with Ninjatrader. So I have my futures accounts, and I also have my equities accounts and options accounts with another brokerage, and that's fine. But I still use this. It gives me great signals, and it does the job that it says it's going to do. Its scanning. So again, yeah, click on the links if you're unsure. By the way, yeah, make sure you use the Achieve code. Because again, when you get down to order it, wherever the heck that is, when you order this again, you want to use the Achieve to get that extra 20% off, and that gives you your lifetime subscription. As you can see here, it's $1,000 for the year, $997 for an annual. Why would you pay that each year when you can pay just $1,036, just a little bit more? And you got it for lifetime. And I assure you, this is something that you can use over and over and over again, no matter what your trading strategy. And I'm going to talk about trading strategy a little bit more as we go through this, because these tools, this is how I use these tools, and this is how we built everything to work together so that you guys can come and use it and then appreciate it that much more and get the better benefits out of these tools, whether it be the My Candlecharts subscription or the Nissan Candle Scanner. So we'll take a look at the Candle Scanner in a minute here. Tell you what, let's come back here, and there you go. So there you go. We've got basically 11 hours left. Let's take a look at the My Candlecharts for a minute here, and the same thing here. We get another 20% off lifetime subscription. This is something that was regular. It says $19.95. We've had it marked down to $12.49 for a while, and the big boss has said knock it down to $999.20 until today. So we got another, what I say, about another 10.5 hours to go. We can get it for this. And again, this is another lifetime subscription offer for mycandlecharts.com. So we're going to get into again what this all means, but yeah, just hang fire with me. So there you go, 12-month subscription here, $675 normally. So for again, just like a little bit more, boom, you get it for lifetime. You're going to come back to this. You're not going to be able to sit in on every session. It's Monday to Friday. We got a lot of different sessions. We even have a Sunday recorded session that we post up. You'll come back in and out of this very, very often. So again, stay with us. And again, we'll have a lot more to offer and to show you. And I'll tell you what, I hadn't loaded this, but if we just load this up now, oops, mycandlecharts.com. If I loaded that up, it's very simple. We just click on the member area. So if you're an annual or a lifetime, and I'm going to say you're going to want to go for the lifetime membership. We don't normally have big sales on that, but again, there's a lot more that goes with it. And one of the big things here is the special topics. So we have our recent special topics. Well, the most recent one here is trading strategy. If you don't have a repeatable trading strategy, you're just throwing darts at a board, and it's not going to be working as well as what you might hope. Let's come back here, because then we can take a look at the full list. So again, as an annual or lifetime member, and again, I'm gonna suggest maybe more of the lifetime member is the better package. We got something on trading here on crypto. We got price target, trade management, things about options, debit spreads, credit spreads, calendar, intraday options, legging in and out, Fibonacci. There's a whole bunch of information here. And Steve had done one here as well, Nissan trading principles. This one's powerful. No matter what other education you've got, you can dip in and out of these whenever you want. If you got the lifetime membership, you can dip in and out any day of the week, anytime you want. You can come back next year and do it all over again. That's what it's here for. I'll just come back to the home page there. We can take a look there. So again, we got a little chart in here. So again, you can put in any market that you want to take a look at. Calendar of what we're doing. So again, chart of the day, daily trades set up. Again, these are all posted each day, Monday to Friday. We got a daily market recap of the major markets, I'll say. And then you go. Then we got a couple of strategy sessions. Again, that's where you submit what market you want to look at. And we'll take a look at it for you as well and talk you through it. Forex focus, options. So again, we look at all a lot of Forex markets here. We take a deep dive into options, different ways of using options. And again, submit your markets. We'll take a look at that and see how the options can work for you. And then we also do a weekly recap on Friday, which is always nice. And as I said, on Sunday, we also put up a casual trader video, which again is maybe a little bit more longer term, slower type trade that we look at. Again, it's all about educating you to help you appreciate how you should build your trading strategy so that you know what to do next. Okay, let's get into a couple of questions here before we get too far on here. Felicia, you said, so I need a Ninja trading account. No, you don't. You need to go to ninjatrader.com and download Ninjatrader, but you put in your email address, that's it, but it's free. You don't have to open up any other accounts. Literally, you just download that. And then you get the Nissan candle scanner, the license, and then that gets you our software bit. So then it'll show you, it'll scan the markets for you and highlight. So there you go. I think Paul's answered your other question. So let's just take a look at some of the screens here. I've got actually 2 charts up here. So I wanted to show you a couple different things. This is powerful. As I said, I don't have an account with Ninjatrader. I can't. I'm not in the US. They can only have accounts with certain customers, certain countries. I'm in the UK and they don't have a license to operate here. So I have my own accounts. On the right side here, I got Apple up here. Both of them are showing Apple. I got a daily chart here and a 60-minute chart here. But look, so we got the abbreviated candle patterns here, right? I got a couple of 3 moving averages. I got the 10, the 50, and the 200 period exponential moving average. That's what I got. No big deal. But again, some people don't quite understand what HM means or plus W. What the heck does that mean? Well, you can also change it on any time frame as well and put in the full name, bearish engulfing. We got bearish engulfing and a bear sash here. You got rising window. That's the plus W. It would be a minus W if it was in the down direction. So again, you can set up the Ninjatrader many, many different ways. There's a lot of power in it. Really, really powerful. So again, really consider it. I think it's well worth it. It's a great, great tool. As I say, I do all my back testing and I do a lot of strategy work with people and build strategies and retest them. This is what I use. And it just works out so much better. And to be honest, is much better than most of the brokerage software that they have. And again, all I have to do is click on here. I go into my data series as one example. Yes, we're on a 60-minute chart. Yeah, okay. And I can load, how many days do I want to load? Well, it's loaded at 110 days. Right now, that's enough. When I'm back testing, I'll turn that to 3,000. Yeah, I need a data source. Let's click on that. Oh, no, I have to bring over, there we go. We'll bring this over here. My connections. Let's just take a look. When I go into configure connections, so you can see, you can get some free data from some of these platforms, and some of them you have to pay for. Just take a look. FXCM, yeah, that's a free one. I've got that one as well. Kinetic, I pay for that one because I want certain markets to show up and I want the live data. What else have we got in here? Well, there you go. There's TD Ameritrade. And yeah, Coinbase is up here as well. Bar chart, Ninjatrader, FXCM, right? Okay, Rhythmic. A lot of different ones in here. So again, if you've got an account with one of these other brokerages, you might be getting free data. Great. If you want to be, you don't need free data because actually, if we come back here, let me come back here. There's Kinetic end of day data. Now that's free. So everybody can get that right now. Starting right now today, it doesn't cost you a penny. Just download Ninjatrader and you can get on your end of day data, which is going to be your daily charts. You won't be able to get your 60-minute charts, but you'll be able to get your daily charts. Some people, that's all they want. Howdy, B. Multi-time frames at the same time. Yeah, absolutely, B. Yeah, that's what I'm showing here. Yeah. So let me just pull this out of the way, get that out of the way. So there. I mean, as an example, I mean, this is one of the ways that I set up my charts. Daily, 60 minutes. And this is Apple. So again, you can change it so that these just automatically come up together or not. And all I have to do, let's say we're going to change to a different market. So I type in SPY for S&P 500 ETF. Take a look at that. So again, there you go. See, still daily, still on the 60 minutes. Sure, B. How many time frames did you want to have on the screen? You can have as many as you like. I usually have about 4 open. I've had 6, 8, sometimes 12. Depending on my workspace. Let me just pull this back over. So you've also got these workspaces here. This is for your connections. Then when you click on your workspace, I've got all these different ones in here. And I'll have to say, oh, right, well, I want to look at this one today, or pensions. Yeah, I got all my stocks in there. I don't want to crowd the screens too much. That's why I'll set up pension 1, 2, 3, 4, because then I know, which stocks are on which one. Obviously, 10, 12 is quite a bit when you got 3 screens. It's a lot to look at. So there we go for an example on SPY. And just coming back to this question, and I know this is hopefully going to answer, Wendy, some of your questions. You were sort of asking here, did the scanner put you into a long trade? And what's it show now? Well, we'll leave all these charts up here. And let's see, so that started to turn there on the 17th of June. Let me pull this back here. 17th, come on, where's 17th of June? There we go. How's that? So we're looking at that. Now again, remember, candle patterns, they show a potential change of direction. Nothing's guaranteed. First of all, I'm going to be saying on the daily chart, this is still downtrending down to here. Yeah, and we had a high wave candle. I do like them and I use them in a very particular manner. So yeah, rising window and we started to jiggle around here and we came up and look at this, we got into a box range here. Great. Well, what happened over on my lesser time frame, especially 60 minutes? I love my 60 minutes. I trade less. I trade down to the tick charts, but I love my 60-minute time frame. It tells me a lot of good stuff. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to shrink this in a bit here. There we go, pinch it, as they say. So on the 60-minute time frame, yeah, we also saw potential turning, bullish engulfing and more bullish engulfing and high wave candles. We got above some of my moving averages. Again, we came up to 1 point of resistance and we had another pullback into a support area. See, these are the types of things we talk about in some of our signature programs, like the small group coaching, what to look for. How do you enter? Where do you enter? And then how do you ring the register and get the money out? But again, it's all about using the candle patterns, different time frames, of course, to identify, right, should I be getting in here? Well, I mean, look at this. So we pull, you can see on the daily chart, we came back into a support area. And you can see it over here in the 60 minutes. Well, look at all this. Look at the force of the green candles. Bullish engulfing, yeah, I was in on that one. Boom, it went up, nice. And we came back down again, still basically at the same support areas. I'm gonna pull that back a little bit more. Get off there we go. And if we take a look at this, we had another bull sash, one of my favorite. Again, we got above here. This was a nicer run. Had a nice pullback here, another nice run on SPY. Am I still in it? No, but I have other reasons why. And we talk about this in the mycandlecharts.com. So in our daily recaps, I talk about, what am I looking at? Where am I? And what does the market look like? So we'll make the daily chart bigger. Why would I not still be in SPY right now? Well, it is still going up. Short-term trend is up. The shorter term moving averages are still underneath the 200. That's important for me. We talk about resistance areas. In the mycandlecharts.com, we talk about resistance and support. That's one of the big things, plus the candle patterns. So yes, we're above the 200 period moving average. Yes, we're coming into a resistance area. Does that mean we're going to turn and go down? No, it doesn't. But it means we're at a resistance area. I might expect a pullback. And I'm a bargain basement hunter. I like to get in when the market's had a nice little pullback. See, we came up, we pulled back. This is where I was entering. I wasn't entering here. I'm entering down here. We went up, we pulled back here, got in again here. Boom. That's it, done. Now I'm looking for the next either pullback or a breakout with a pullback. Hopefully that wasn't too much, but I hope that answered your question there, Wendy. Take a look there. Right, okay, so Wendy also says, your Japanese friends are saying, right, in bear markets, the candlesticks don't work. Yeah, they do. And how would I know that? Well, you've got to know when an uptrend is and when a downtrend is happening. Let's just zoom this back. Let's pick another market. AMD. There we go. Now, I'm going to tell you why they do work. Look, we making double highs up here. We started to turn down. Well, I missed out. I would have missed out on that, but it's not missing out on a trade. There wasn't a good signal for me. I have a good trading strategy. We talk about that in the small group coaching, how to build a good strategy. We share ideas to help each other grow and develop. And the market changes personality, right? But you know, look, now we're underneath the 200 period moving average. See, I see things start to come up here. Look at the bear separating line. That's my entry signal there. Boom. Right down here to my support area. In and out. That only took, well, it took a few weeks. That was it. So yeah, candle patterns work in the uptrend, in the downtrend. How do you identify what an up and down trend is? That's going to be your other question. So again, you can see again, well, we had a morning star here. Definitely, I want to make sure that I'm out of the market because I'm saying, hey, look, we are in a downtrending market. I'm going to, based on one strategy, I'm going to ignore the bullish patterns to enter. I'm not going to enter on that. But I'm going to make sure that I'm out of my short positions. And look, so okay, so we're coming up, coming up. And look at that falling window. A falling window is a candle pattern. That was my entry again to go short. And look how we stayed underneath my 10 period moving average all the way down here. We made a new low. We started to go sideways. Again, I got reasons why I was exiting down here. We had some good candle patterns to indicate a reason to exit. And I'm not getting in at the very top and getting out at the very bottom, or in at the bottom and out at the very top. No, you're not going to do that. But if you get 60, 70% of the market movement, you should be very, very happy for that. And you should be doing very, very well. But again, it comes down to the fact that, hey, I've got the candle signals happening here. I can see them on the screen. I can also see them in my market analyzer. Let's just double check on a couple more questions. So, right, well, you know, we're not a stockbroker, so we don't say, hey, buy this, buy that. But we show you educationally things that you can look for that help you. And that's what I was just showing you here right now. Again, market is downturned. 50's underneath the 200. That's a long-term trend, is now turned down. Yes, we had a lot of green in here. Here's my resistance area. That's what we talked about on mycandlecharts.com. And again, as I say, we had the falling window. That was a signal, potential signal to go short. For me, it was. For you, maybe you wouldn't have liked it. Here's another one. Yeah, maybe that's a signal for some, maybe not. Definitely by here, I would have been in. Now, again, it's not always the candle pattern where you take the trade. Sometimes you need to wait for some confirmation. You know, don't be shy of that. You're not giving up anything. You're just getting certainty. I mean, I can see one here. Look at this bullish trade here. We were coming down. I'm not entering on that bullish engulfing, but I'm going to exit my short trades. Came up here. We had a little pullback. Another bullish engulfing here. I entered either on that one or the next one there for AMD and had a little trot up here just through the 50 period moving average, basically right in around that window where we got, and then we had another pullback. In and out. I like to get in and out. I also trade shorter time frames. I don't think you can get the 5 or 15 for free. No, that's when you got to buy the data, B. So yeah, I mean, Ninjatrader gives you a lot for free, and if you want the intraday data, even if it's delayed data, you got to pay a little bit of something for that, and that's through Ninja or Kinetic or one of the other service providers. But as I showed you earlier here, let me bring this back up. Connections, Paul, I hear you there. If you've got one of these accounts, you might get some free data like TD Ameritrade. That's going to give you free data. So you'll be able to get the intraday charts. Right, Paul?
You just beat me to the punch, Brian. I was just going to jump
Oh,
in.
good.
So real quick, I just want to let people know what I do. I live in the United States. I have an account with TD Ameritrade. I utilize TD Ameritrade data at no cost for real-time market data. So anything that TD Ameritrade has, I get on NinjaTrader at no cost. So I can look at a 5-minute chart, I can look at a 15-minute chart, I can look at a monthly chart, anywhere in between, look down to a 1-minute chart, things like that. So B's been asking about using it on Thinkorswim. Now Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade obviously have a connection there. So if you have a TD Ameritrade account, you would be able to connect TD Ameritrade real-time data at no cost for free into Ninja, and then still trade or execute your trades through Thinkorswim or wherever else that you want to. Just real quick, Brian, one example of what I do: 2 monitors. Monitor 1, I have Nissan Candle Scanner on Ninja with my TD Ameritrade data. Monitor 2, I have my Thinkorswim platform up, and I'm actually executing my trades right through that Thinkorswim platform. So I just want to make sure you can get real-time data at no cost if you have an account at one of the partner brokers. If you do not already have an account at a partner broker, all you do is open one, right? So we had a couple people asking about, E-Trade or various trades, and I can just speak here in the United States. I know the rules are different outside. You can connect multiple data feeds. So if you have a Forex.com account or an FXCM account and a TD Ameritrade account, you can have multiple data feeds connected. And be saying trade on a different monitor. Yeah, I have 2 monitors, 1 computer. I trade on monitor 2, which is my Thinkorswim platform, but monitor 1 is where I have my TD Ameritrade data into Ninjatrader. Okay. Bill's saying you need to have a multi-broker trading license. I don't use the Ninjatrader trading license. Okay. So I actually just trade separately through my Thinkorswim account, Bill. If you wanted to trade directly off the Ninja chart, yeah, you would need the NinjaTrader license. I don't use that. I literally have 2 monitors for the difference. Felicia, you're very welcome. If you have TD Ameritrade already, you're golden. You have your data real time, you're ready to go. And then you're ready for whatever else. You could always add on. We have people that have TD Ameritrade, but they also have Forex or crypto trades or futures, and you can connect multiple data feeds. Again, if you want to trade off the Ninja chart, you would need a Ninja trading license. But if you don't want to do that, which I do not want to do that, I want to trade directly through my brokerage account. So I have monitor 1, again, candle scanner on Ninja with my TD Ameritrade data. Monitor 2, I have either my TD Ameritrade or my Thinkorswim platform up. Hopefully that makes sense. Brian, hopefully that made sense?
I think that all made a lot of great sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
If there's other questions, I'm here in the background. I'd rather listen to Brian talk about how he uses it, but I will certainly stick on and answer any of those kind of questions I possibly can.
There you go. So you can use TD Ameritrade with a free Ninjatrader platform. Yeah. As I say, I use Tastyworks, but I also have a futures account with a different brokerage, and I trade off of that other account. I don't go through NinjaTrader. I'm just not allowed, and that's fine. And it works great for me.
I'm sorry, Brian, I cut you off, but I just wanted to make sure I answer Bill's question because we get that very often. And one of the purposes of today's session is to make sure we answer that as clear as we can. You can absolutely positively use the free NinjaTrader platform. In fact, when you purchase Nissan Candle Scanner from us, we give you directions. Step 1 is downloading the NinjaTrader platform, which we give you. Okay, you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to go to ninjatrader.com and open up any account. You just follow the steps that we provide when you purchase the Nissan Candle Scanner. If you already have NinjaTrader downloaded because you've already been using it, you just bypass step 1 and you go right to step 2, which is downloading and installing the Nissan Candle Scanner. So you would be all set if you already have Ninja. If you already have a TD Ameritrade account, you already have that market data thing taken care of. There's other ways. It's not just TD Ameritrade. There's other accounts that Brian showed you that have different partners that Ninja works with. But if you had a TD account, you would absolutely be able to get intraday. There's also other ways to get it for free as well. And if you clicked on that connection tab again, Brian, if you just want to show that real fast, the different, so this is that whole list of different partners that Ninjatrader works with. So example, if you had a Coinbase account, you would be able to get Coinbase data. If you have a Forex.com account, you'd be able to get Forex.com account data. TD Ameritrade, same thing. Interactive brokers, and all of those other listed items. If you do not have an account at one of those, then it's your choice. You can either go to a kinetic.com and purchase the data feed that you want, or if possible, save the money on the market data feed and just open an account, TD Ameritrade. Now, I'm just going to tell you this because we have hundreds and hundreds of Candle Scanner users that are doing this, where they just went to TD Ameritrade. I'm just speaking again. I can only speak for the United States. I know it works here. They just go to TD Ameritrade, open an account. Whether you put money in the account or not, up to you. Whether you're trading that account, up to you. TD Ameritrade would rather you have an account than not have an account. So completely up to you. But if you wanted to just go open up a TD Ameritrade account and never put $1 into it, that's up to you. And then you would just need your username and password from TD Ameritrade Online to be able to get real-time data at no cost into the free NinjaTrader platform. I hope that's clear. But again, I'll stick around for questions on that. But Brian, I want to hand this back to you. You got a lot more information than what I can give out right now.
There we go. So yeah, hopefully we're answering those questions directly. I know that it seemed to be repeated, so obviously there was confusion there. But yeah, let's take a look at one more thing here, actually, because that's why we're here. So the scanner is not web-based. No, you have to download it. Yeah. And here I've actually brought up a market analyzer. So one thing that we're going to do here is, let's just say we want to add in some instruments. So we come up here as an example. I'm going to throw in the Dow 30. I'm just going to say select all of the Dow 30. Okay, and then I right click in here. This is how easy it is to use. Just edit the columns. So I'm going to say, well, I don't really care what the price is of things. It's for me, it's about the movement. And then we come up here and we look for Candlecharts scanner. So I click on that. And I add that, and let's just make sure how it's set up. So we're showing everything at the moment. Yeah, some things I don't want to look at. Rising thread, yeah, I don't really care. Tweezer bottoms I don't usually look at. So then you see you can just turn on that, click it, yes, no, strict or not strict definition. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then let's just come down a little bit lower. So we'll take off a couple of the bearish signals as well. We'll get rid of them. Evening star we were going to keep. Tweezer tops we got rid of. And right, I don't want the doji and I don't want the high wave candle. I kind of know what they look like, so it's okay. And what are we going to look at here? Type. Well, let's just look at our dailies for now. We're going to look at, value 1, bars, right? And that's what we're going to load there. Everything else looks pretty good. There you go. Cleans this up nicely. Now we've got to do a quick scan. And you can see this is what the market's coming up with. So if I just click on the Candlecharts scanner, oh, there we go. There we go. So I'm going to turn that over. Now, see this little green button here? I've got that. That's for the instrument link. And now that I touched it, there we go. So I want to click this on green as well to link the instruments. And I say, bull sash on Apple. Okay, let's take a look at Apple. Click here and it comes up. Look at the bull sash. You're going to buy there? Well, no, for me, that's not part of my strategy. It's too high. I need to look for a pullback. We talk about that in our signature series programs. So I'm going to move on to the next one, AXP, American Express, right? Bull separating line. Okay, still coming up to a resistance area. All I have to do is click here, I hit one button and boom, there's a horizontal line that I just poked in there. See that blue line? I just put that in, resistance right there. Had resistance back here. Was a window there, yeah, it got broken, but again, was retested here as support. Not a bad area. A little bit junky in here. Maybe it would have been better down here, but this is a resistance area. We may just blast through it. Good if we do. If we don't, we don't. And then I'd be looking up here. So then I would just, come in here and I'd throw in another line up. I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to throw one up there around 190 and just say, okay, another potential target, another potential resistance area. Right. So yeah, as we can see, again, signature programs, which we're not really talking about today, is the way to put it all together. You know, using your strategy with Ninjatrader and Nissan Candle Scanner, and it's about creating your trading strategy. What we're talking about here today, though, and I know because some people are seeing this here, let's come back to our first page here. It's about how to achieve, and how you're going to achieve. Well, you need some tools. NCS, the Nissan Candle Scanner, helps us identify what's going on with the market. And of course, mycandlecharts.com, you still get a chance to type some questions into us Monday to Friday. But again, we host these live, most of them, and we go through some basic market recaps. Again, we've got the strategy sessions, so you can ask for any market you want to look at, and we'll take a look at it and tell us, look, I don't care about your daily, I want to look at 5-minute or 1-hour charts. Fine, you know, we'll dial into that and say, well, we're out of support, we're out of resistance, look for here, look for there. You know, if you were to enter here, maybe a stop loss down there. You know, again, these are the types of things that we'd be talking about in the My Candle Chart. So this is I'm going to say it is a group setting, because I mean, people join in. Everything is recorded, of course, and housed. And where did I put that? Right here. Let's come back here. So if we come into here as an example, chart of the day, trade. Here's the daily market recap. There's the latest one. I did that. That was on Friday. And you can see, you can go back and hit any of these for the recordings. And of course, this recording is out there ready to go right now. So if you signed up today, you can get in here and say, well, you know, what have we been saying over the last day or two? Right, okay. It's going to help you appreciate how we're looking at the market. And maybe some extra things that you want to start looking at as well. I had one guy write into me, and he sung the praises on me, and he says, I was looking at a chart here, and it was an index. Well, it was an ETF, but it was the triple Qs. And so I looked up the 60-minute time frame. The market had come down, we'd come up, we'd come down lower, and we were coming back up again. And I said, well, hey, yeah, look at on the 60-minute time frame. I said, yeah, we got some resistance coming in here. And sure enough, the market came up there, and within a few days it hit it. He had a turn signal there, or a potential turn signal. He got in there, exited there, and paid for one of our programs. He was so thrilled because he hadn't looked at markets in that particular way. These are the types of things that we look at. Again, dial into us. It's a way to share information. That's how you're going to be successful, is getting into, I'm going to say, what's sort of like a group setting, where you learn from other people, the mycandlecharts.com, and that's right there. So you see, yeah, there's your $99. That's monthly. It was $149. It's on for it was $99 right now. It was $149. That's a monthly fee. And normal, as I said, yeah, their normal is $19.95. We had it down to $12.49, and Steve said, hey, drop it down to $9.99 before the end of the summer, and let's get a few more people on. Get you guys set up for the autumn. And I've been talking about this in the daily recaps that I do, and that's 2 to 3 days a week. I'm doing daily recaps, plus the other guys as well are doing them. You got to get ready for when the big buyers and traders come back to the market. The market's been going up recently. When they come back, yeah, I'm expecting volatility and bigger moves. Some people think that means only in the down direction. Well, I'm expecting it to go down, but it isn't necessarily in a down direction, but I'm going to be prepared for that. So again, I love the group setting, because then people say, oh, well, have you looked at this? Well, we'll bring up a different chart and we'll take a look at it. You know, so as an example, oops, let me bring up, oh, there we go. Yeah, so for an example, is it UVXY? So if we click on that, yeah, that market's going down, but I think that's one of the ultra indices, and it runs contrary to the other markets. So it's an interesting one, but we've got a couple of guys here that love trading it, and they're doing very, very well. So yeah, we'll take a look at these markets. So it's always nice to come in and see what are other people trading? What could I be looking at that seems to be easy and nice moving? As I said in one of our small group coaching sessions, we're not floor traders. We shouldn't be acting as floor traders. We should be acting like people who, well, do we have day jobs, or, you know, how do we want to trade? But we need the tools to help us get to that next level. Very, very difficult to do it by yourself. It takes years if you're going to do it all by your little lonesome. And even then, I'll be honest, I've taken other courses. Most of them I found poor. But from that, I learned what I should be delivering, because what I didn't get out of those courses, I had to learn on my own, and that's what I delivered back to people. But again, it's all about using these tools. As I say, the My Candle Charts, I'm delivering the information that I've learned elsewhere. Nissan Candle Scanner, yeah, again, I'm using the candle scanner every day. And actually, that's 7 days a week. I log in to do a little bit of testing and back testing just to make sure everything's going in the right direction for me. Is well worth the money. Yes, the lifetime for $1,000, you've got it for a lifetime. The Ninja scanners is separate or included. That's, yeah, no, the scanner is included in the yearly subscription, or the yearly, or the, I'm gonna say the lifetime subscription, really. Let me bring that back up for you, B. Oops, not that one. There we go, this one here. Yeah, so the market analyzer, that's the scanner. That comes within, comes within the program. Yeah, shrink that down, there we go, there it is there. What else do we have on here? Nike, yeah, let's click on Microsoft. See, I mean, this is all included. As soon as you get the NCS as the license, the lifetime license, you've got the market analyzer within Ninja. Lifetime versus yearly benefits. For the candle scanner, I mean, I hate to say it, it's right here. It's in black and white. It's quite obvious. 1,000, well, 997. I like to round things up. 997 for, you'd have to pay that every year, B. Or you'd pay 1,036. You're talking about another $39, and you got it for lifetime. And as I say, with the lifetime, then you can come in here into, there you go. And we've got all the special resources here at mycandlecharts.com, you know, the full list of special topics. And there's extra resources, and there's bonus sections that we do. And we host special events for people who have the annual or lifetime. But again, for an extra $39, call it $40, you know, one dinner out, that's about it. You've got it for life. You never have to pay another fee again.
Hey, Brian, can I just jump in real quick? I just want to make sure we're not confusing. If you can click back on the Achieve page.
Yep.
There you go. I just want to make sure that we're real clear. There's two different programs that we're offering here today. One is the Nissen candle scanning software. I just want to make sure that there's no confusion because Brian was bouncing a little bit between the software and the membership site. Okay, the Nissen candle scanner software, that's the software that works on the Ninjatrader platform. Okay, that is software, period. It does not include my Candlecharts. It is separate. My Candlecharts is the membership site. Okay, also separate. It does not include Nissen Candle Scanner. They are two different programs. We did just have somebody buy it, and I don't think they want me to say their name, but we just did have somebody buy both Lifetime Candle Scanner and Lifetime Membership Site. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I'm just going to be talking in a minute about how that process works and what to expect. But what I want you to understand is that My Candlecharts is the membership site. Nissen Candle Scanner is the software. Okay, we're offering special offers on both. Notice the slightly different pricing. The Nissen Candle Scanner, Brian, if you just want to go to the Nissen Candle Scanner, let me just make sure that this is clear before you move on to the other one. This is Nissen Candle Scanner that you see on the screen right now. We offer it in monthly, annual, and lifetime. The normal lifetime price is $12.95. Today, we're offering it with a code ACHIEVE for $10.36. Okay, that would be lifetime. You pay one time, you own Candle Scanner for life. Okay, you don't have to pay again. Like I said earlier, as an example, Ninjatrader is a free platform that you can utilize that we give you to download. If you have an account at one of the partner brokers like TD Ameritrade, as one example, you would have free real-time data, and then you pay that one-time cost for the Nissen Candle Scanner. Now, some people, I just got a message, I got an email from somebody saying they can't afford lifetime right now. What we're doing is we're allowing you to buy the monthly plan. And inside of that monthly plan, which is a monthly recurring plan, you would be billed every month. But before your renewal date, 30 days after today, you would be able to upgrade to the lifetime, and we would even credit you for what you paid for that first month. So if you want to get going, if you think you might want to do this, but you either don't want to put out the money or you just don't have the money right now, you can start with monthly and then upgrade to the lifetime plan if that is what you chose. Okay? This is Nissen Candle Scanner. Brian, if you could bring up My Candlecharts, I want to do the same exact thing here. For people that want My Candlecharts. My Candlecharts is the site where we have our members come in and watch daily recaps and strategy sessions. Tomorrow we're doing a strategy session for members of My Candlecharts where they can log in, they can request a market to be analyzed, and our team will analyze it for them. Same thing. Site normally almost 2,000. Bring it down to 12.49. The coupon code that's good today brings it down to 9.99.20 if you use coupon code Achieve. Same idea. If you want the lifetime, but you're really not ready to do it yet, you can sign up for the monthly plan today at $99. Normally the monthly is $149. If you sign up for $99 monthly, you have your options. You can stay on the $99 monthly plan for as long as you like, be charged every month at $99. Or you could upgrade to the lifetime inside that first month, and we'll credit you the $99 towards the lifetime update. Lifetime ownership, I should say. Okay? Again, two different programs, My Candlecharts and Nissan Candle Scanner. They are fantastic when they work together. If you wanted to combine them, we certainly can do that for you into one purchase. Just email me, paul@candlecharts.com. But you can certainly do either My Candlecharts or Nissan Candle Scanner, or you could even do both. Okay. By the way, if you sign up for Nissan Candle Scanner, our team has to generate the license, and then you'll get an email with all the directions on how to download, install, and then access to all of the resources that you get, which would be best practice videos, strategy videos, and all kinds of things. If you sign up for My Candlecharts, you would get an email letting you know how to log into your brand new My Candlechart membership. Okay, I just wanted to bring that up. Again, I'm sticking on for questions. Brian, I'm going to hand it back to you for right now.
Fantastic. Yeah, and well, I guess we'll head towards wrapping things up. But I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions actually before we ask for anything else. And if you've got any questions, just type that in at any point. But I mean, how much money are you guys looking to make within the markets this year, next year, over the next 4 or 5 months? It is a commitment of money. But again, if you're expecting to make $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $10,000, wouldn't it be nice that you had someone working with you? Again, don't trade alone, work with the tools that people use. And a lot of people use these tools because it helps them. It's a matter of understanding them, and that, that's an important thing. You're not going to just turn it on and start making thousands of dollars the next day. No. But again, set your expectations in the right direction. You need the right tools to help you dig for the gold. And I know people use that analogy quite a bit. I like all those gold programs on the telly, but again, if you don't have a good strategy, you don't have the tools, you're never going to find those golden nuggets because you don't really know what you're looking for. So there we go. Bill, he's asked a question. Would like to get a lifetime subscription of mycandlecharts.com. Good. Yeah, that is fantastic. Good, Bill. So I guess we'll be seeing him on Monday as well. And somebody else had already signed up, so that's fantastic. And isn't that what it's about? Paul, did you want to answer the second half of Bill's question, or are we good?
I just actually emailed Bill back directly.
Oh, you did?
So we took care of Bill. I just didn't want to, that was a Bill-specific question, and I wanted to get answer specifically back to Bill. But yeah, looking forward to having Bill in that room. And
that's it, B. There is no expiration on lifetime.
B, if you own lifetime either, I just want to make sure that people understand this, because I get this question often. People are like, how can you possibly charge that for lifetime if you're charging that for annual? It's the licensing process on our end. Lifetime means your lifetime. We want you to stay healthy. We want you to do this for a long, long time, B. Lifetime means there's no expiration as long as you are ready to come on and utilize, and that works for either My Candlecharts or the Nissan Candle Scanner. Either way, B, or both. You certainly can do both. We just had a couple of people now that just signed up for both My Candlecharts and Nissan Candle Scanner. And again, our team of Brian, myself, Steve, the rest of the guys are here to support you, answer questions, and help you realize with Nissan Candle Scanner, like any powerful tool that's out there, you're not going to be an expert using it on day one. But the more you use it, oh my God, Brian, the more you use the software, the better you get at it, the more creative you start getting with it. And Brian showed you one little market analyzer. The market analyzers that I see for people that are brand new start out really simple. They're looking for a specific candle pattern and a specific watch list. But as they get more seasoned and more experienced and they start saying, oh, look at these situations going on in the market, I can find a more specific list that hit my multiple criteria. Man, it is so much fun to watch a seasoned expert using the software like Brian. I've been using it for over a decade myself. Our team, but we have students that have been using it for a decade, which, by the way, real fast, any updates, any upgrades to the software are included. Ninjatrader currently is using Ninjatrader 8. When I first started using Nissan Candle Scanner, it was on Ninjatrader 3. Okay. Every time Ninjatrader makes an upgrade or an update to their side, we do the same to our software to make sure that it's compatible with the newest version of Ninja. But in addition to that, we also make updates and upgrades to the candle scanner by itself. We recently added a crypto upgrade so that it could read all crypto charts. A couple years ago, we added a strict criteria upgrade to Nissan Candle Scanner, all built in, all included in lifetime ownership. And again,
Yeah, and there you go. So sorry, Paul. B said, yeah, she doesn't want to expire. B,
yeah.
Just stay young at heart.
Exactly, B.
Take advantage of it.
And Wendy's question real fast, and I'll hand it back to you, Brian. I'm sorry. Wendy's saying, do you need to set up an account with NinjaTrader if you have a TD account? No. I want to make sure this is clear. When you purchase Nissan Candle Scanner, we give you NinjaTrader. You literally click on the link and you follow the prompts. It takes just a few minutes to download and install it. You do not need a NinjaTrader brokerage account if you do not want one. It's up to you. It's optional. You do not need that. If you have
As I said, I don't have one.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't have one either. I don't want one. But if with the TD Ameritrade account, Wendy, you would literally, if you purchase Candle Scanner from us, you download Ninja, you download Nissan Candle Scanner. It takes about 30 seconds at that point to connect your TD Ameritrade account into NinjaTrader. That's simple. Okay, Brian, I'm going to mute right now.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to just show you one other thing. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Depends on my strategy, depends on my mood, depends on the market's mood as well. But again, coming back to NinjaTrader, why would we pair up with NinjaTrader? Because Ninja is very powerful. So when I click on the new here, and I want to come, how about an alert log? Now, I don't want to get too technical. I don't want to overexcite anyone, but there, I'll take that off. I'll bring the alert log back in. Yeah, and you have to look at your instrument, but again, you come in here, go to alert. Oh, darn. Somehow that's not working out, Paul. Now I'm going to look like a fool. But yeah, anyway, you can set up an alert and it'll flash something on the screen, or it'll email you when the stock or the equity or whatever the market is gets to a particular point, maybe when the moving averages cross, all sorts of things. Tell you what, now I'm going to have to put in. Yeah, that's okay. I'll type something in. Let's see if we can. Now it's not working. My bad. Well, now I feel a little embarrassed that I brought that up, but I do use that. It's just not on this workspace. But yeah, I do have alerts set up there because they're powerful. And it just sort of then draws my attention back into that chart when I can be doing something else, and it just comes right back to it. And then, oh, right, okay, right, what's going on? Right, now I got to get ready for my trade. Whatever that trade might be. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll turn that on to green. How's that? And yeah, so obviously, yeah, we need to come into our columns. It's fairly intuitive, but for some reason I have muddled this up here today. Sorry on this one, so my alert logs is gone, and I've done something wrong there, so my bad. We'll take that off for now. But yeah, there is a lot that Ninja can do. It is very, very powerful, and all you have to do is, well, either Google the answer and it'll go right to Ninja, or just sort of touch on it here and say, well, what's all this about? Importing and exporting, right? So it saves your settings, instrument lists. There you go, hotkeys, you can change that. New strategy builder, that's kind of good. Depth chart, yeah, if you want that. Again, there's super DOM, dynamic and static, and we get all sorts of information. Depends on what you want, what you need. You don't need all of it. And if you just want to simply look at charts, most of the time that's what I'm doing, but there are extra things in here that once you start looking around, you say, oh my God, yeah, that might be valuable. Then get on it and start to explore it. Let's see, connections, help. Was there anything else? Yeah, as I say, the updates, they come, once or twice a year. What Microsoft even had new updates. They went to version 11 or something for the Microsoft. Again, Ninja had an update, so everything works, well tested, and it works. Any other questions then about the pricing, the material, what we have, what we can do with it? That's bothering me now. My alert logs. Why? Paul, what do you think? Everything okay then on your side, Paul?
I believe so. If there's
Yeah.
any last minute questions, I know, at this point, we're almost going to wrap it up. The promo ends tonight for the lifetime offers of both my Candlecharts and for Nissan Candle Scanner. You see that countdown timer right there.
10 hours.
10 hours plus, a few minutes there. And these are tools that will work with you for the rest of your trading career. And I say career, a lot of people don't think about that. A lot of people will come to a session like this and just kind of see, did Brian say we should buy Apple tomorrow or not buy Apple tomorrow? That's not what the session is about. That's not what our tools are about. Our tools are designed to empower every student that wants to make this a lucrative either part-time business or hobby or full-time career or retirement plan or what they are looking to do. Because we have people, I could tell you story after story of some of the best successful people I've ever spoken to that have used our tools. And it's just incredible. I love hearing those success stories. And real quick, Brian, I have to tell my comma story just real fast. I love this one. Actually, not too far from where Brian lives out there in the UK area, we have a student who's been trading with us for years. And when he first came into it, he knew he wanted to trade. He wasn't really sure what markets. He really wasn't sure, if he had the capability of doing it. And he read about it, he learned about candles, and he came to a couple of seminars like Steve gave. And then, unfortunately, he lost a family member who left him an inheritance. And he emailed me saying, okay, I have money now, which is the one thing I was lacking. I had learned about candles. I had a small account, but now I have money to play with, and I want to do it. So he bought Candle Scanner, and he bought my Candlecharts. And that was years ago. And he called me like a month after he got those and said, this stuff is great. I'm going through it every day. I'm learning it. I'm using it. I'm making a little bit of money. My new goal is I want to add a comma to my account statement. And at first, I didn't understand what he was saying. I want to add a comma to my account statement. What are you talking about? And then he goes, I want to add a comma to my account balance on my statement. And I'm like, wow, that's a great goal. And he had already had a nice size account based on that inheritance. And would you know, he added that comma. And he sent me a fax. This is years ago. He sent me a fax on January 1st of the following year. And all he did was he highlighted the comma and he sent it to me. I didn't ask for it. I didn't want to see the account statement. I wasn't really looking for any of that information, but it's something that is doable. Our team is solid. We have Brian, who's been trading for decades, Steve, who's been trading for decades, Sil, Tim, as Nissan certified trainers, myself, I've been trading for a couple of decades. I wouldn't trade without the tools of my Candlecharts and Nissan Candle Scanner. I just wouldn't do it. Nissan Candle Scanner is going to find my setups. Some of you know my bouncing ball setup that I use every day. I actually just ran a scan before we got into today's session, so that I have my little watch list going into tomorrow. And then I will be able to go into my Candlecharts tomorrow and watch the daily recap and the trade setup of the day video and the strategy session and the casual trader video that's going to be posted. And Brian just pulled up the bouncing ball example. If you guys get a chance to want to watch this, we did a 3-part video series. I did a video, this is from a couple weeks ago, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Where I did a bouncing ball market analyzer. And it really worked. for my setup, and then Brian followed it up with a second and a third video. So you might want to take a look at that. Brian just put the link in there for those of you that are here live.
Put that in the chat box for everyone, and
sorry,
also in the question box, so it's there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I would have a look at these. These are some of the extras that we send out when you become a member of My Candlecharts, and we talk about it because it's in our face, but we want to make it in your face to show you the power of the tools and how you can start to take advantage of these things. You know, there's so many ways to trade. I think Steve interviewed me once, and he said, how many different ways do you think there are to trade, Brian? And I said, well, there's got to be at least a million. I mean, can you imagine a million different ways to trade? So these guys that come up and say, hey, look, this is the only way to trade, they're wrong. They're pulling your leg. There's a million ways to trade. How do you want to trade? Yeah, make a trading strategy and keep working it. And that's why we've got that video, that special topic in the My Candlecharts section as well. But it talks, you know, again, we'll talk about the bouncing ball and how, what do you look for? How did I enter? And what happened when we hit our targets? How did I get my money? And then funny thing, Paul, I don't know if you heard that, but there was somebody that was talking to me on the small group coaching in, well, the summer camp actually. And he said, yeah, he saw this video, he saw the last one here, and he actually traded it to the downside as the market started to fall. And he says, oh my God, he says, there was my moneymaker. So he liked the video of the bouncing balls, and then he traded it beyond and made more money. That's what we're all about, is about getting the support, the education, the help, the ideas, so you can grow your account. And add that comma, put that extra zero behind your account details there, and keep growing. You know, it takes time to understand. Yeah, it takes time for everybody. It took time for me too. Right, Paul?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's the thing. There's not one way to trade. And just because I trade or Brian trades or Steve trades or anybody trades something, that doesn't mean that that's what you should do. There's a million ways to skin a cat. We are here to help you be profitable, period. Right? Steve designed the software for himself. He wanted to find trade setups. So he designed the software, talked to a programmer, put it all together, and then he showed me. And I said, Steve, don't hide this from the public. The public can benefit. They need to understand candles, and they will do very well. And sure enough, here we are more than a decade later, and we have thousands of people around the globe utilizing Candle Scanner. So we look forward to...
Paul.
Yeah.
You just said it. People around the world, different countries, different markets.
Yep.
Whether you're in crypto, whether you're in Forex, whether you're in the Indian market or the Brazilian market, Australia. I mean, we've got Australian clients as well that talk to us on a regular basis. And of course, Americans, because again, a lot of traders there as well. So yeah, it works all around the world. Candle patterns, they work in every market, every time frame. Yeah, you just have to understand some of the nuances, but that's what we're here for, to help you understand that and guide you. Perfect.
Yep. So Brian, first of all, I just want to thank you for taking the time on a Sunday to come in and do the session. You know, not just because it's a Sunday, but, you know, as always, your sessions are very valuable. For those of you who are thinking about becoming a member of My Candlecharts, I can't encourage you any more than just one bit of information that you'll gain from Brian by himself. And Brian is just one of the 3 mentors of the site. I'm sorry, 4 mentors of the site. I misspoke on the number there. 4 mentors of the site. Brian tomorrow will be doing the daily recap and the strategy session. So if you become a member now of My Candlecharts, tomorrow you would be receiving an email saying, hey, make sure you submit your requested markets to be analyzed. And from there, Brian will be able to analyze your specific market. That's just one feature of My Candlecharts. It will pay for itself in a very, very short period of time. So that's My Candlecharts. Obviously, I already talked about Nissan Candle Scanner. For the people on this call that have already purchased both, congratulations. What happens is you'll be getting some emails from our team once licensing is taken care of, and that should all be taken care of today. That way you'll be ready, fully ready to get going tomorrow, and probably even later today. So congratulations to those of you that have just joined our team, and we'll be able to request markets and start downloading softwares and all that kind of stuff. So great job. We look forward to working with you. And Brian, again, thank you so much for, as always, another great session, and especially taking time off on a weekend like this.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's always great to help people grow, and that's where we really shine. Is when you guys have success, we feel great. So again, ask questions, join us, get the tools, and get your progress going. Start achieving what you've set out to do here. Fantastic. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.